In the time when King Nebuchadnezzar ruled mighty Babylon, the divine presence was witnessed in the heart of ancient Mesopotamia. In the land situated between the majestic Tigris and Euphrates rivers, south of present-day Baghdad in Iraq, stood a magnificent city, Babylon. Its monarch Nebuchadnezzar was a man of immense power. It is believed that his metropolis was home to one of the wonders of the ancient world, the famous Hanging Gardens of Babylon, a lush structure that seemed to touch the heavens. The people revered it as a symbol of glory and greatness. Before the Israelites arrived in Babylon, they had already endured times of affliction. Enslaved in Egypt, they were freed during the Exodus. Yet over the years, they fell into a repetitive cycle of turning away from God and making wrong decisions. As a result, they came once again under subjugation. The prophets warned about what was to come. Isaiah declared, "The Lord of hosts has a day of judgment against all the proud and lofty, and they shall be humbled." Isaiah 2:12. His prophecy also referred to Babylon, the rising power in the east. "The glory of this era shall be delivered into the hands of Babylon. Your young and old will be taken, and the temple will be emptied of its splendor." The idea seemed inconceivable. How could Jerusalem, the city of God, fall to them? Yet the words of Isaiah were recorded and carried through the decades, reaching those who would live through this harsh reality. Jeremiah also proclaimed warnings. "When 70 years are completed for Babylon, I will come to you and fulfill my gracious promise to bring you back to this place. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:10-11. The exile was neither an accident nor a sign of divine weakness, but part of God's plan. He allowed a nation to be an instrument of correction for his people. Among the opponents of Jeremiah's message was Pasha, a prominent figure who, enraged, ordered his imprisonment and flogging. Upon being released, the prophet did not remain silent. "I will make you a terror to yourself and to all your friends. They will fall by the sword of their enemies, and your eyes will see it. I will give all Judah into the hands of the king of Babylon, who will carry them away captive to Babylon and put them to the sword." Jeremiah 20:4. The scene was tense. Children clung to their mothers, fathers clenched their fists. Jeremiah, weary and perhaps with tears in his eyes, waited for the people's repentance, but they remained stubborn and unbelieving. In time, the prophecies were fulfilled. Babylon invaded and conquered Judah, plundered treasures, and took the most promising young men. Among them were Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, later known as Belteshazzar, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Nobles, wise, and of distinguished appearance, they were prepared to serve in Nebuchadnezzar's court. The first test came with the king's food, which was forbidden by their precepts. They refused to eat it, sustaining themselves only on vegetables and water. God blessed them, making them healthier and wiser than all the others. But the greatest challenge was yet to come. Nebuchadnezzar erected a massive golden statue and ordered that all bow before it. Whoever disobeyed would be thrown into a blazing furnace. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, faithful to God, refused. The king, furious, ordered the furnace heated 7 times hotter. The flames were so intense that they killed the soldiers who threw them in. Yet, to everyone's astonishment, the 3 young men remained alive, walking in the midst of the fire. Nebuchadnezzar, astonished, exclaimed, "Were there not 3 men bound that we threw into the fire? Look, I see 4 men walking around in the fire, unbound and unharmed, and the 4th looks like the Son of God." Daniel 3:24-25. The fire did not burn them. The ropes were consumed, but their clothes and hair remained untouched. The promise of Isaiah 43:2 was being fulfilled before everyone's eyes. "When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze." For many, the fourth man was an angel sent by God. For others, a pre-incarnate appearance of Jesus Christ. Whatever the interpretation, the miracle was undeniable. God was present with his servants in the furnace. Seeing them unharmed, Nebuchadnezzar changed his tone. The one who had once called them rebels now recognized them as servants of the Most High God. God had shown the king that his power was above that of any human ruler. The exile, though painful, was a time of purification and strengthening of faith. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego became symbols of faithfulness and resistance to cultural assimilation. Their story shows that even in the most intense trials, the presence of God can sustain and deliver us. Like them, we can pass through the fire and emerge stronger, like gold refined in the flame. May the faith of these young men inspire our own journey, so that in life's storms we may remain steadfast, confident that the one who walks with us is able to lead us to victory.